Okay, guys, this is a quick run through of my conversation with Tori. We matched on Tinder, and this is how I kept the conversation light, playful, and moved it and set a date. Okay, it started off with a really fun opener. I love using this opener. I'm using it all the time. It works great. You look like the kind of girl I would have shared my cookies with in kindergarten. Now, she responded with, "Thanks. My students do try to share their cookies with me. I teach kindergarten." Boom. It's not often you hit an actual kindergarten teacher with this opener, but hey, it worked out, so that's great. So I keep it light and playful, as you'll see throughout this whole conversation. So I comment on that by saying, "You must be a good teacher then, if the kids are trying to share their cookies. How long you been teaching?" So, drop a question, trying to build a little connection, some rapport. She said, 5 years. Where do you work? It's always great when the girl asks a question. That means she's interested in moving it forward too. So I comment on that before I answer her question. And so you're like a pro now. I started an online company, so I have a pretty chill boss. So once again, being funny about my job, not really getting into it, but making it fun because obviously I'm my own boss. So I'm just commenting about myself being chill. So it's just a funny little joke. So see, she laughs. That's nice. Do you get to work from home? So I respond, home, coffee shops, parks, breweries, hotel rooms, you name it. So, just building up my job to make it a little more enticing and fun. But believe it or not, I'm already working towards the setting the date here because I've dropped in breweries. As you'll see in a moment, I'm going to set a date and I'm going to tie this all together. I even added in hotel rooms to kind of get her thinking about that, just in case, think about us together in a hotel room, just to drop that in there, just to get that going in her head. So she responds, "Wow, that sounds like a dream job." So once again, I comment on that. She didn't really give me anything with, so I'm the one that's in control of moving the conversation forward. So I said it was a lot of work to figure out and set up, but I'm pretty stoked on it now. Now already, look at this, moving straight to the invite to meet up. Strike while the iron's hot. Get it done. The whole point of this conversation is to meet up. So I start with, this is a fun way to do it, a two-part question. Number one, any crazy plans this weekend? Which that's letting me see if she's booked this weekend, so I'm obviously not going to invite her on a date this weekend if she's got stuff going on. So I'm just putting feelers out there to see what her schedule's like. And then the second part is really the seeding of the invite. How do you feel about craft beer, fun conversation, and laughing, lots of laughing? So that's what I call seeding the invite. Clearly, it would be silly to say no to any of that. Who doesn't like that stuff, right? And I say craft beer because I know exactly where I want to take her. I want to go to this brewery right by my house. That way, if we hit it off, it's really easy to just come right back to my house, okay? So she had fun answering it. Nothing too crazy, spending time with family and friends. So that means she's open, so I can push for the meetup this weekend. And I know she's a school teacher, so the weekend will be a really good time. And so she answers, "I love gluten-free beer. Unfortunately, I have celiac disease." Okay, not a big deal. And then she, as you can see, moves it forward with doing anything fun this weekend. She's filling me out, too. So that's great. So this is just a fun way of answering that. I say, "You mean other than meeting up with you for high fives and several gluten-free beverages?" So I tie it back in, and I'm already just pushing for that invite. So she says, "Sounds good. Locked in. Great." Okay, so then I go, "Okay, what's your schedule like? Text me. It's easier and we can plan our adventure." And this is the easiest way. Instead of asking for a number, I just give her mine and tell her to text and we'll plan it. It's easier. And I've never had a girl not text me when I do this. So it's just way easier. Just skirt even asking for the number. No defenses go up. It's great. So I say, "How about," she says, "How about tomorrow at 5? Couldn't make it, so I tell her why. But then she can do Sunday fun day. So then she texts me the next day. And we just plan it out. Does 4 work? I'd throw in a little joke. Way too early. Does 4:03 work? This usually lands. It's very funny. She didn't quite get it. I tell her it's a joke. So she throws out, "How about going to Dave & Buster's?" I really would rather go to this brewery right by my house. I already told you why. That way, if it's going well, we can bounce right back over to my place. So give her that address. See you soon. So it's great. And that's how you do it. That you keep it light, playful, and keep going without getting too into depth. Just make it comfortable, and these are fun ways to set the date and meet up. So get out there and start meeting some girls.